Hello there, and welcome to this episode on the useful tools when we're working with search. In this episode, we're going to look at using the SharePoint Query Tool. My name is Kasper Larsen. I'm a senior solution architect with Pelomoid Denmark, and you can reach me on Twitter as preferred social media. In order to start working with the search query tool, we first have to get it on our local PC. We can find it here on the PnP Tools website, and if we go to the bottom of the page, we'll see a download link. We can go there, and from here we can download the zip file. It is not an installable as such, it's just a zip file that we can download to our PC and then expand it to whatever folder that we prefer. Once the file has been downloaded, we can take it from here and just expand it into a folder wherever you please. In this case, I'll just leave it in the downloads folder for convenience. On Windows 11, we might have an issue where the executable file, which is there it is. If I try to run this file now, this executable, it pops up with a warning saying that I shouldn't run this file because it's not been approved yet. If you get that, you should just go into Properties down here and into Properties, and from here you can have a link over here that says Remove Block. Basically in English, sorry, this is in Danish. You just remove the block, and now we should be able to run the search query tool. So here it is in all its glory. The first thing we should do before we do anything else is to connect to the SharePoint. So I'll just enter the URL of the admin site in this case. And in order to connect, I have a number of options. So I'll specify a specific user account, and I'll specify SharePoint Online in order to connect when using MFA. So this one will pop up asking me to connect. In this case, I will use the account from my demo tenant. Log on. And once I'm on, see it's successful sign in, I can start using all the other options. You see up here, the primary area is up here where I can specify my KQL query text, and also enable other options like interleaving and the infamous trim duplicates. Another option available here is to change the result source ID. In this case, we can have a number of options here, and right now I am using the local people search. And I will look for what we have on Adele. As you can see, we have a status section where we can see how it went. We can see the raw results. The primary results is the one we use the most. As you can see down here, we have a lot of the the managed properties available in the preview here. We can see which data we have, and we can also click on manage properties down here, and then it pops up a dialog showing all of the managed properties available in this search result. So this makes it easy for you to verify that the data that you're looking for does exist and what kind of format they have. So that's an easy way to verify your people search results. Another option available is to look for some of the more obscure properties like SPS hide from address list, which is actually from Exchange. It should be a 0 if people should be shown, and a 1 if they should be hidden. So we can actually see here if there's any who should be hidden from our employee directory or similar application using people search. Another option when we are doing this check is also to have a look at people's email address, work email. In this case, it should show all the people who have an email, but apparently there are some of the people who do not have an email, and most likely they should be removed from your employee directory. So there's a lot of options that you can use to verify your data is correct and only show the people that you're supposed to. Now we'll change to local SharePoint results, which is the content in SharePoint. And in this case, we will look for some for content type. Rather than using the content type managed property, we're using the content type ID because that doesn't change if people at a later date change the display name of that content type. As you can see here, we get a lot of results in the search result, and we can again just click on manage property and we get all of the managed properties available for that search result. By default it's set at only returning 10 items, but you can change that if you need to see more items in one go. As you can see, this tool again gives us a lot of options to verify that the data we are working on are correct and that our query is correct. And as a last trick I can show you on this tool is that you can actually browse through the results that you have had, the history of the searches that you've done previously. You can see them up here that we can just go back and forth through all of our data, which is very convenient when you have been working with this for a while. But this wraps up the walkthrough of the SharePoint Query Tool, Search Query Tool.